Returning to the beach house wasn't something I'd planned. It was Sophia's idea, a spontaneous weekend away, just the two of us and her best friend Sydney. She thought it might help lift the weight I'd been carrying since Carlos passed. What she didn't realize was how deeply her suggestion would stir everything I had locked away. That house, once vibrant with voices and movement, had become a museum of grief. Nothing had changed inside, not the curtains, not the books left half-read on the shelves. It had been frozen in time since Carlos's funeral. Just like me. Carlos and I hadn't had a marriage built on passion or warmth. It was a life held together by routine and obligation. After he died, the silence only deepened. I existed more than I lived. Sophia, our daughter, had been the one anchor in my hollow days. Watching her move through life with ease and confidence gave me hope, even if I couldn't feel it for myself. Sydney came along that weekend. She'd practically grown up in our home, another daughter in many ways. But this time, the dynamic shifted. She wasn't the bright-eyed girl tagging along behind Sophia anymore. She had matured. Her posture, her gaze, her voice. She carried herself with a calm awareness that caught me off guard. I kept myself busy, playing hostess, cooking, cleaning, pretending everything was normal. But on the second night, I found Sydney alone on the porch, bathed in moonlight, staring at the waves. "Can't sleep?" I asked, easing the screen door shut behind me. She smiled gently. "It's peaceful here, makes you think." I sat beside her, trying to ignore the subtle hum of tension building between us. "What are you thinking about?" I asked. She turned toward me, her expression open, searching. "That maybe you're lonely. Are you?" The question caught me off guard. "Sometimes," I admitted, my voice quieter than I meant it to be. "Sophia told me a little about how things were with Carlos." I nodded, not offering more. "You deserve more, Tanya. More joy. More life." Her words hung in the air, unsettling me. I suddenly became aware of how close we were sitting. I felt the heat creep up my neck and looked away. The next day passed slowly. We walked along the beach, collecting shells, laughing at silly things. But every time Sydney looked at me, something stirred, a spark I tried to snuff out with logic, guilt, fear. But it was there, undeniable and growing. Sunday evening, Sophia went out with an old friend. I stayed behind, mindlessly flipping through channels. I didn't hear Sydney come in until she was beside me. "What are you watching?" she asked. "Nothing," I said. She sat down, close. We didn't speak for a while, letting the silence settle between us like fog. Then, softly, "Tanya, I've been thinking about you, but not in the way I'm supposed to." My breath caught in my throat. I turned to her, trying to find the right words, rational, responsible, adult words, but I found nothing. "I know this is messy," she continued. "I don't want to hurt anyone, but I couldn't keep pretending I didn't feel it." She looked so vulnerable, yet so certain. "I feel it too," I admitted, my voice shaking. "I wish I didn't." She smiled, not in triumph, but with a kind of relief. "I shouldn't say this," she whispered, "but I've wanted you since we arrived." And then, without giving myself permission, I let her kiss me. Her lips were soft, hesitant. I then kissed her back. For a moment, the weight of everything else, the roles we played, the lines we shouldn't cross, vanished. I let myself feel wanted, alive, real. But reality returned fast and unforgiving. I pulled away, my breath ragged. "Sydney, this is a mess." "I know, but I couldn't stop it." "What if Sophia finds out?" My voice trembled. "What happens then?" "I don't know," she whispered. "But this, whatever it is, felt real." We both knew it couldn't last, that the world wouldn't accept it, that Sophia, if she ever knew, might never forgive me. But for that one night, against all odds, despite every reason to stop, we let ourselves feel. Not out of recklessness, but out of sheer human need. There wouldn't be a next time. I knew it. She knew it. But that fleeting, impossible moment reminded me I wasn't just a grieving widow or a worn-out mother. I was still capable of feeling deeply, even if the cost was a heartache that would echo long after we left that house.